Welcome back to a dash through 2009. Now, guys, what did you make of hockey this year?
Well, one thing I'm particularly looking forward to is Pakistan's appearance in the World Cup, which will take place in India next year.
Although they have qualified for the World Cup, but they have a task and a half at hand because they have the likes of India and Australia to counter at the group stages, and the senior team is not really performing well. And
I don't know, Zyla. I mean, sure, we should be happy that Pakistan are in the World Cup, but you know, for a champion, for a four-time champion like Pakistan, we shouldn't really be waiting through the qualifiers.
Well, I don't agree with you often, but here you have made a valid point. Pakistan has won the tournament 4 times, which is no joke in itself. 4 out of nearly 10, 11 World Cups.
Why do you say Pakistan's won? It's won 4 times. But
they've won 4 World Cups. So
they've
why
won
would
4 World Cups.
What
are their chances of actually winning this time around?
This time they have a very tough pool, just for us pointed out. The point is that we have to get through the pool. We have to beat the likes of Australia, India. India at home is going to be a real challenge. And besides that, if you make it to the semi-finals, you're likely to counter the likes of Holland, Germany, and Spain in the semis. So it's going to be a real tough task.
And the problem is when Pakistan comes up against European oppositions, they do not perform to their maximum because when it comes to like the Asian teams, the Middle Eastern teams, they can perform really well. Then they can beat the likes of South Korea and some others from the Middle East by a bigger scoreline. But
so which are the top contenders?
Also Holland, Australia, and Germany for me.
I don't know, Faraz. I think Pakistan has a great chance. I mean, whenever Pakistan's done well, at least in cricket, you know, whenever they've done well, they've always started from a bad point. We've always written them off, and then they always come back to surprises. And you know, Pakistan. That's
I think
Pakistan for
hockey is heading in the right direction in the sense that we've got Sohail Abbas who's made a comeback. He's done really well. We made it to the final of the Asia Cup. We made it to the final of the recently completed Champions Challenge tournament. We narrowly missed out on making it to the Champions Trophy. So all in all, things are looking like as they are improving. So hopefully next year we can really build and hopefully win the World Cup.
Things are looking positive, but like for a nation like us who has won the World Cup 4 times, it's not very bright because like although they are moving in the right direction, but we should be far ahead from where we are right now. So I don't agree with. Although we're moving in the right direction.
Pakistan is up with surprises all the time. We might
but leaving
get
Pakistan
a surprise
aside,
this year
which teams actually did it for you this year?
I think for Germany, Australia had a great year. They won the Champions Trophy, beating Germany in the final. We didn't have many major tournaments this year other than this. And since Champions Trophy is the pinnacle, Netherlands had a good year, so did India. But as I said, all eyes are now on New Delhi, February, World Cup hockey. It's the biggest hockey tournament outside the Olympics. And hopefully the men in green shirts are going to make us proud.
Well, now we're going to take a look at this report by Daniel Hassan, our correspondent in Lahore on hockey.
The national sport has been in a state of turmoil during the last few years because of the dismal performance of the players. 2009, however, slightly improved the reputation of the team as it showed signs of a decent comeback. An apparent revival of the team started with a change in management. The Aslan Shah Cup was a maiden task of the new PHF management during April, and it was a disaster. It was back to basics, as the team prepared for another showdown in Malaysia, this time for the Asia Cup in May. By this time, however, Pakistan's best were back in the team. After a disappointing performance in the Aslan Shah Cup, not much was expected from the national side in the Asia Cup. But the performance of the national team in the tournament proved otherwise. The team lost the finals but remained unbeaten throughout the tournament. But above all, the return of the senior players brought new confidence in the team. Losing the finals of the Asia Cup temporarily expelled Pakistan's chances of qualifying for the 2010 World Cup in India. The national team now had to secure victory in the finals of the World Cup qualifiers to participate in the prestigious World Cup tournament. Pakistan hockey team clinched its first victory in a final in 2009 in the World Cup qualifiers against Japan. After winning the 3 Test matches series against England and the World Cup qualifiers, the team with a blend of senior and junior players began to recover.
Wasim and Sohail Abbas, they have come back after 2 years and they are in full form, and the Pakistan team is, I think we are relying on both of them and they are giving their performance also.
By the end of 2009, the national side had played 3 finals with 2 losses and 1 win.
हर छोटी हार के पीछे एक बड़ी जीत छुपी होती है, ये मेरा बिलीव है क्योंकि पाकिस्तान टीम जब भी ऐसा हुआ है, पाकिस्तान टीम टच कर रही थी विक्ट्री स्टैंड को जीतने को, लेकिन नहीं जीत सकी, एकदम सडनली एक बड़ा इवेंट जीत जाती है। तो मेरे ख्याल से कि आगे वर्ल्ड कप आ रहा है और कोशिश लड़कों की यही है कि इन फाइनल से सीखें कि हाउ टू प्ले प्रेशर गेम्स।
There were other positives that the Hockey Federation managed to bag. The performance of the junior players as compared to the senior players in 2009 was more impressive. The junior side won the 4-nation series in Malaysia, followed by a 5-nation series victory in Egypt. PHF claims that it managed to bring life to Pakistan hockey by setting a direction for the federation.
We had organized a Super Hockey League for under-18, and that under-18 team won the Asia Cup after '89, and we have established almost 18 academies all over Pakistan.
The national hockey team also achieved 2 major milestones this year. Fullback and penalty corner specialist Sohail Abbas has now become the highest goal scorer in the world, exceeding 300 goals, while forward Rehan Butt became Asia's Player of the Year.
अब थोड़ा पाकिस्तान ने इम्प्रूव किया है कि पाकिस्तान दोबारा फाइनलिस्ट हो रहा है, तो इस हालात में प्लेयर ऑफ द ईयर होना मेरे ख्याल से कि मैं ये समझता हूँ कि मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है और इस पे मैं आई फील प्राउड कि मैं पाकिस्तान के लिए खिदमत कर रहा हूँ और उसके बाद पाकिस्तान भी ये रिगार्ड दे रहा है।
The man running the affairs of the Pakistan Hockey Federation, however, chooses to be cautious before celebrating the achievement of hope for the game. How do you weigh the performance of the national team in 2009?
Let's have an honest opinion about ourselves and an honest assessment of our team. I think we'll try and do our best in the World Cup. Our team is preparing for that. But to say today that we're going to win it is a bit difficult, because you see our team today, when I got the federation ranked 8th in the world.
The first assignment for Pakistan is to play against Holland at Qatar early 2010. Pakistan hockey team faces one of the most daunting tasks in 2010. That is the World Cup in India. And if the national side manages to win the championship, it will undoubtedly be considered as one of the best revival in the history of the national sport. DawnNews, Dawn News, Lahore.
You're watching A Dash Suities Now, and 9 is now time for a short break, but coming up we'll be talking motorsport. Stay tuned.